Hi everybody. Just wanted to demonstrate to you the latest prototype for the H2 Armor dry bag. Dry sack, dry case, whatever you want to call it. This is 2 ml neoprene, or 2 millimeter. I'm probably going to go with 3 ml just to give it, I can, drop this. I feel totally comfortable dropping this sucker, from up high down onto it, but just to give it a little bit more protection there. The neoprene case, no zipper, no Velcro. Velcro gets fucked up in the sand. Zippers have their own problems, as you can imagine. And this will be simpler, easier to manufacture, slicker, I think. But anyway, it's a double closure there. It's got this edge that folds over, so we're just gonna peel it back. And that reveals the second edge, which you just pull over. And that reveals the inner pouch, which we're gonna tether somehow to the inside there so they can be kept together. Or this is gonna be detachable so that the TPU bladder, the whole waterproof case can be separated. There we go, I just took it off. But it's separated from the neoprene case if you wanted to, and you could just go out and take this around. But neoprene case, slide closure. The slide closure, I'll illustrate to you in just a second. But neoprene case, I really like this idea for a couple of reasons. People affiliate neoprene with, even though neoprene isn't waterproof all the way, but people associate it with waterproofing, wetsuits. It's associated with the water. It's associated with protection, and it feels smooth. It's got a good textural quality to it. People love it, and there's nothing else out there on the market, and as far as cases that utilizes this there. Because of the stretch fit I have, we can make it really. We can make the case really sleek inside of it, which is also a point of difference because all the other cases out there. The seams make it bulky, much more bulky than this. So, anything else on this? Yeah, no, I don't think so. So the actual waterproof case itself there, this is just the basics here. This is vinyl, not TPU. I glue gunned it together. If I wanted to, I could go out and dump this. This is waterproof actually right now. I can put it in the sink and it's cool with the closure on it, with no modifications there. I made it waterproof by laying 2 pieces of vinyl together, flat vinyl, and then I just, I took my vacuum sealer here, the heat sealer I have, it's just kind of one of these heat sealers, and I did 3 rounds to get it hot enough where the vinyl would actually seal. So I got a flat weld with these 2 pieces of vinyl like this. I got a flat weld all the way around here and then left the top open. And so just 2 pieces of vinyl, RF welded around. I cut them out, which still left a seam right here. Still left a little flange. And what I did when I put on this strip of laminated Cordura there was I just folded that up and then I put the Cordura around there. You can see this is very, very rough, but there's little edges here and I'm sure those can be modified a little bit there, but I didn't think I did that bad of a job. I mean, it's just kind of wrapping a present for Christmas. The back side of it, I thought the Cordura would just cover the back side of it. This is not going to be a optical sensitive or optical grade TPU at all because that just fucking sucks to begin with. And the object of this phone is not necessarily to use it in the water, it's to keep it waterproof, to get from point A to point B, whether you're on a crab boat, fly fishing in a turbulent stream, kayaking, water skiing water skiing even. But the back of it's going to be Cordura. Maybe have it a little bit rugged, ribbed or nibbed or something to, because this is a little slidey right here, but just to improve the grip. The sealing mechanism, I'll show you right now because I don't think there's anything else for me to show you. This is pretty form-fitting here. We would have to, I'm trying to open it right now because the seams make it a little bit easier, but it's pretty snug. And I've been looking at best-selling phones, best-selling phone cases, and we're basically down to the iPhone and the iPhone Plus and the Galaxy, or the Android and the Android Plus. So thinking about starting off with two sizes, the regular size and the plus size. My case is actually an extra battery pack, but I built the case around my phone, which is so the other cases aren't going to probably be as thick. Actually going to be a little bit thinner. Okay, the sealing mechanism. So this is what I came up with over the weekend that may be patentable. And I thought I would demonstrate to you on this water bladder. Because I got the idea from here. So if you look at this water bladder, this is made, or at least the closure is made by Hydropack. And Hydropack does the closure for several different popular, this is the Geiger rig, but they do the closure part for a number of different water bladder companies because it's an ingenious closure. I filled this thing up with water, sealed it, and stood on it and jumped up and down, and it fucking didn't leak. And so even though water containment is, yes, different than waterproofing, very, very similar, I'm sure you can imagine. So our seal. Our seal is going to be 1, 2, then slide. At least for now, this is what I'm thinking. There are, picture 3 panels of TPU. This is a panel here that has been laminated on top of the TPU bladder itself. So this top part is actually a lot thicker and stiff than this right here with this extra laminate there. So picture this extra laminate there with a little rib down the center. Well, actually, let's start off up at the top. One of the edges of the TPU that has the stiff part, it's going to have a cylinder or a ribbed top. The reason for that ribbed top is when it folds down, 1, 2, that top now is inverted, pushing up here, which is going to help with the seal up there. So that's number 1. Number 2 is there is, picture on this first thick TPU panel, right in the middle, a rib sticking out. In the next TPU panel, right down the center, there's a female trough. So you would fold over, click, and there's an audible sense, there's a tactile sense, which people like, given some certainty of closure. And then on this panel right here, there is another rib right down the center, and on the bottom panel, which isn't on this one, but ours will have a bottom panel, there's another trough. So click. So click, click, slide. That's it. Click, click, slide. It's going to be very quick. Our slide, though, what I'm thinking about, we can talk about, is once it goes in, maybe have a couple little mechanisms here and here where there is an audible click, so that sucker can't go laterally. And then to release it, just maybe press the sides and slide it off. And let's see, and that's the closure. So to prototype this there, that's going to be the next step, because now we get into, we're going to need to do a little injection molding. I've never done this before, but I'm just pulling out that term. I don't even know what injection molding is, but there's going to be, we're going to have to figure out how we can get prototype little panel attachments like that, how we can make those. So, but that's the next step. I'm excited to move on and move forward with this.